Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one.
You see all the name. Let's try them. Let's still try.
I wish I was an actor. I would have pretended like I was just running here from the previous stream and I'm out of breath, but I just really was in the same chair, so it doesn't have that same effect. What's going on? Happy Monday, everyone. It's almost at Thursday. Happy Monday. You are watching Bad Batch Case of the Mondays. Normally on the channel here, I review action figures and unbox toys. But along with those toys are awesome TV shows and movies that, you know, give us these fantastic figures. And I like to chat and discuss and break down some of these awesome shows with some of my friends. And, you know, so if that's something that you're interested in, please consider, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you know when the videos go live every time. And share this with your friends. Let them know if they like Star Wars that we're chatting right now. Tonight, I'll be chatting with my friends. You know them already because this is episode 15. But, you know, I'm still working on new intros because I'm a nice guy like that. My first co-host, well, that sentence doesn't make sense. She has lots of work experience in the toy industry, and she's a collector herself. She has more Star Wars teas than there are episodes in one season of Bad Batch. She gets aggressively excited for Hallmark movies. This is Livin, Vida, Yoko.
Best one yet. I like
Once
that.
I figured out. See, I wrote the intro and I still messed it up. So.
I especially liked that sentence doesn't make sense part of it.
And it was the first sentence. That's fantastic.
No, thank you. Aggressively excited about Hallmark movies. Yeah.
Otherwise, I hope that was acceptable.
It was.
Our other co-host, I'll keep it short and sweet because his Wi-Fi is also a little bit short. He is working right now. What a nice guy. He's away working, but he wants to come on, I think, to talk Star Wars with us. He is a multi-award-winning actor, a geeky collector, and he also comes with Hapkido throwing action. This is Mr. Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
Nice one. I'm actually here more for Yoko posterizing you for every little slip up that you make. That's pure entertainment for me.
Great. It's not even about Star Wars for you. It's that.
No, that's Star Wars is a nice side benefit, but really, I think more and more it's become about Yoko. Pretty much destroying you in the comment section.
Well,
so
Star Wars is the constant. Star Wars is the constant. It won't there's always love for Star Wars. You just show up for the zingers, I guess. Thank God this is the second last episode.
Thank God.
No, I'm kidding. This has been fantastic, and what an episode! My goodness. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watching tonight. Sorry if I was a little bit tardy. I had a impromptu previous stream about some new toys that came out earlier this week, some Marvel stuff. Oh yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Oh my God. Or everyone's going to be really confused.
Different stream, yeah. They're like, why does he have that MODOK here? I thought he was banned from the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're tuning in on Twitch, thank you so much. If you prefer Twitch, I'm available streaming there as well. Twitch.tv/toyingaround. Yoko also streams there. Why don't you let people know what you do on Twitch?
Wow, we're like going out of order. You're trying to keep us on our toes, huh? Livin La Vida Yoko on over on Twitch. And it's the return of the late night streams with What If airing starting this week.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Idiot. All right, yes, fantastic. I would love to see you discuss.
You can mention it now. I bet a lot of your audience stuck around.
If it was Twitch, it just went into the same stream.
Yeah.
But for YouTube, I think I don't know if you have to step out and then go back into a new video, but Twitch was one flow.
Hopefully, if they're watching your stream, they would know that What If starts this week. But
yeah, but yeah. Yes. Well, I'm excited for that. And Paul, what about you? What have you got going on?
I'm in lovely Ottawa right now, shooting a Hallmark Christmas movie. The aforementioned, yes, the movie that you said that, I really did love that line that she's aggressively into Hallmark movies. I thought that was a very lovely, lovely turn of phrase that you coined there.
It was, right? It was.
Yeah.
He came up with that one all on his own.
Yeah.
I'm very good at putting together words that don't really fit. And it's not by choice. Cool. Well, yeah, appreciate you coming on. And of course, yes, Ironhead loves the Jays hat. Jays have been on a tear lately. Some very exciting games the last few days. But along with Paul being here, thank you everyone. We have Jail-san says smooth like butter. Yes, that should be my theme song, but I will be immediately demonetized. We have Mobile Recluse. Thanks for making it over. Captain Wrecked, thank you so much for sharing in the stories today on IG. I appreciate you. Mel says, hey everyone, I had to see Paul after that huge dinner he just had. We'll get to that. We will get to that dinner.
Yeah, I want to talk about that dinner too.
We want to talk about that dinner because I'm incredibly hungry now. Win or lose, thank you for hopping over as well. Tommy K says, Paul will be rocking the meat sweats for this whole episode. Is that exactly what it sounds like, or is there another meaning behind that? I don't know. Great White North, thank you for coming out. Happy Monday. Again, I mentioned Alex. Thank you for joining us. Alex is a huge fan of Star Wars and a little bit of this show as well, I think. Fly Zone 21, thank you for coming out. Matt, thank you for hopping over. Mike is here, says Rika. There were some really great Omega lines this week. I really like those. Marcus E made it over. Chad, what's going on? Yoko, I'm gonna ignore what she said. Okay, fine. You're a channel member. Thank you. She hit me with the YouTuber.
I was like, I don't even remember what I said.
You gave me that in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Chamba says back-to-back streams, wild man. I mean, you made it to both, so I'm kind of doing it for you. Toy Malarkey also made it over. Thank you. Double head. I feel like after 31 days of content, I can accomplish most of this. Toy Rensu, thank you for joining, becoming a channel member. Make sure you make good use of those emotes in the chat. It's a power. It's a huge responsibility. RMD Collective is here, and Darth Gutierrez, welcome. Chilling like a villain. Gary's in the house. Fred is here. He says, I crushed it. Thank you, Fred. So supportive. What a nice guy. Stefano is here, another channel member. Oh, yes, Stefano. Thank you. Yes, thanks for coming out. Sean P. holding this note while I scroll through all this here. And done. Okay, so, Paul, are you frozen or are you just in awe of what I just did with my... He's frozen. We'll get to his...
Fucking hotel Wi-Fi blows. Shit. Like the fuck. Honestly, we're in the 21st century. We've gone through a massive pandemic where everybody is online, and hotels have removed high-speed internet as a service. I mean, back in my day, if I went to the hotel and I brought an Ethernet cable, I could plug it in and I could download scans of pornography, but not anymore. Oh no. Now I've barely got enough bandwidth to start a rant on this fancy little live stream you got going. See, and it's paused again. So it's just like, fuck.
Fancy.
Angry Alpha.
The audio's working just fine though. The audio's coming through.
Yeah, the audio is there's no problems there.
Just don't move too fast. Move slowly.
Is it just a little bit of this drink you had in you from dinner time? You stopped by a steakhouse.
That was awesome.
Did you take this yourself?
I did.
This is a fantastic photo, by the way.
Thank you. So it was portrait mode on my iPhone.
Yes.
You just gotta know which settings to use, and I was lucky enough that the window behind me wasn't too overpowering. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was like it gave a nice sort of glow. My head deflected the light perfectly and blocked enough of it to give it that nice little. There you see, just sort of shaped it. But that was delicious. That was delicious. That was a gift from the staff over at Al Steakhouse. And I was just like, so because I've been going there since like 2014. You know, if I'm in Ottawa, I make it a point to go down there. And this is the first time anybody sort of recognized me. And then it just sort of, it was lovely. It was really, really lovely.
Gary, thank you for the resub on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. What did Fred say? Kevin, you're a legend. The package has been secured. Oh, okay. That's not code. I literally sent him a package. I just saw Andrew's comment here as I click this photo. He says, I got gout just looking at this because of this giant steak.
That looks, while I was eating my dinner, I was pretending I was eating your dinner.
What did I eat? Oh, I think I ate instant noodles from the Korean grocer.
I had a flank steak and I was like, man, this is not going to taste nearly as good as Paul's photo looks.
Hold on, I have to get Terrence's comment along with this photo. Says successful face. Awesome, man. Well, it's cool that you're out there having a good time. Thank you for hopping on.
That steak though.
I know what kind of review you're gonna leave for the hotel Wi-Fi. You know what? I'll just clip that rant and then you can send it to them.
I don't care. It's the 21st century. Let's go. Come on.
Go. All right. Speaking of let's go. Yeah, that steak is throughout the pandemic. Did you have any good steak anywhere? Did you go out or did you just make it at home? I feel like I haven't had a good steak in 2 years.
Oh man, make it at home. It's just it's so good. Like it's so easy. Just all you need is a really good cut of meat. Right. Yeah. And so if you have a great local butcher that you can support local, get a really nice cut of meat. It's very, very simple to prepare. Just salt and pepper. That's all you really need to season it. And then you just got to know how to cook it. And there's so many YouTube videos online even and different ways of cooking it. Right. Like it's just you can use a sous vide to make sure it's cooked to the exact temperature or you can just time it. But it's much fun. Learning how to grill like a fancy piece of meat, basically. So that was it. But it's nice when somebody else does it for you too, though. Yeah, I will say.
Oh, for sure. I always make sure to finish it with lots of butter. So let's go. Episode 15, the final story arc of season 1. You know, it's going down. So the first episode, here we go. Return to Kamino. Mackerson says, cook with butter, lots of butter. Yes. I get, the keg steak spice.
Like, can get that's just key to life. Cook with butter, lots of butter.
All right. So as we know from episode 14, Hunter was captured. So the beginning. Oh, so my usual source for the high res episodes didn't come through. Actually, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Anyway, Crosshair comes in. Remember I mentioned it's like, wasn't it weird that he removed that shield in the cell, but now they're on a ship. It seems like there's even less. I feel like Hunter could escape just hitting these two guys. I don't know how many more clones are on the ship, but Crosshair activates Hunter's comms, and he knows it'll bring the rest of the clone force 99 because they're very loyal, and I think that's something that has bothered Crosshair this whole time, but we'll get to that later. And then like Hunter says, oh, they'll know it's a trap, but they're still going to come anyway. That's what Crosshair is banking on. So we cut back to the Bad Batch. They are repairing the Marauder, and I feel like this is something Yoko would have wanted. It's like, hey, look, Gonk is alive. And if I didn't get the screenshot, she would have been like, why didn't you get a screenshot of the Gonk droid? Because he's her favorite. So he survived. He survived the blast from the previous episode.
You thinking of me. I'm in your head, Kev.
You actually are. Damn it. My goodness. You totally are in my head.
Yeah.
Did anybody else find it odd that Hunter still had his communications device on him?
I kind of wondered, like, why do they let him stay in their suits? Like, why wouldn't they like strip him down when they throw him in?
Exactly. He should be in that Clone Force 99 loincloth type thing, right? Like,
they're like
the
long
bodysuit?
underwear.
It's not
The
just a
long
one-
underwear
Yeah,
underneath.
the
right?
bodysuit. Yeah, no, but even strip the bodysuit. It's psychological warfare, right? You capture a soldier, you strip them down so that they have like they feel completely vulnerable, or at least that's the psychology behind that. And it's like, and he's got no pockets. He's got like literally nowhere to keep anything except up his bum. But it's like that's the one thing. You remove all the accoutrement from soldiers, and you make them not feel like a soldier. It's just like it's a minor sort of quibble. But it's something that I find very, very interesting that they haven't been doing that, just basically removing their armor. So I just thought it was weird. He reaches down, he just basically pulls it off of Hunter and says, click, now I've turned on your communications device. So
it makes you wonder what else is he has that hasn't been taken away.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to talk about psychological warfare, just send Yoko into the cell with him, and it'll just be a bombardment of assault.
God. This is such fucking bullshit. Oh, sorry. So hotel Wi-Fi, like it just cuts out. And I'm like, I
missed Kevin Zinger.
Yeah, I did.
It's okay, replay. It's not as funny the second time around.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I don't know here though. It's kind of a fact.
And then I have to watch it. I love it. Thank you. Also, we mentioned this in the group chat. How have there been not more memes and stuff of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Clone Force 99 on the internet? I know not from Yoko because she's never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
But Clone Force 99. Should have been more of those references.
Wait, do you remember what else we talked about in our group chat?
No.
Oh my God, here he comes.
Son of a. Who is this? How do I?
I love that.
I got one. Thanks to my friend. Thanks to my friend.
Yoko, I showed my wife that exchange between you and your response to Kevin thought was classic. Was the whole, but you're happy that I got this, right?
Yeah. Kev said some not nice things, and I said, I think what you meant was.
I didn't say, oh, not nice. I said, oh, I just wrote 5 letters, OFFS, and I think that got the point across. Very specific.
That you're happy for me.
Yeah, that means I'm happy.
This is a relationship that just keeps on giving. I love it. I love watching it.
Chat, what do we think? Do we want the same trio for season 2? I think it works. Let me know. I should make a poll. Imagine they all voted me out. That would be hilarious. It's like,
can't happen. That can't happen. No.
Yeah, no. The in-between batch, right?
The
in-between batch. All right, let me get back to this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
By the way, congratulations for getting the card and interrupting what I was doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am so happy for you. I am so freaking happy.
It's beautiful. And that autograph is like centered on there perfectly.
Oh,
nice. You know what I did today? You know what I did today? I spent $7 to ship my freaking misaligned autograph from Morgan Elsbeth back to Topps in Scranton, PA. And you know what they want from me? They want like the case. They want the original wrappers. I'm like, who kept the wrappers? So
wow.
I sent them back my Grogu tin. Just
you
to
should
be like,
just send them the video. Just send them the whole video clip.
Video.
Put it on a thumb drive.
I should have sent them the link.
Yeah.
What happened? You got a misaligned Morgan Elsbeth autograph card?
I'm assuming all of the tape pieces are on one sheet, so I think she signed over the border. So part of the autograph was cut off at the top.
Oh my God.
And,
Wow, yeah, no, because it's like 25. It's a laminate sheet with 25 rectangular boxes on it. And basically what it is it's got a cardboard backing on it too, right? So you've got, and it's shaded so you can see the area that you're supposed to sign. And you're supposed to stay within the box. Now, I don't know how many Morgan Elsbeth had to sign, but I had to sign like 1,500 of them. And so like after a while, like your signature starts to get a bit janky because it stops making sense.
Right.
And so you make sure to take breaks. But tops, they want a sample autograph so they can compare it to the other ones to make sure they're getting like the top quality autographs. But not only that, because it's a laminate on top of a sheet, sometimes it would shift as you're signing it. And it was just like, whenever that happened, like my heart stopped just because it just felt like they have so many things in place for like, if your signature looks off, that they'll get mad at you basically. So I can totally see that happening. It's a bit of a weird process because it's terrifying but mind-numbingly boring at the same time.
Do you have a whole thermos of coffee down there for you because of your back-to-back streams?
It's back-to-back, and I'm exhausted today after baseball. And I realized my mic was not muted, so here's the sound of me pouring coffee.
No, that's great. No, it's great. I love that you have brought a thermos downstairs with you.
It's not coffee though.
Oh. It used to be coffee. Now it's a little stronger.
It's rum.
It was coffee for his previous stream.
I can deal with Yoko.
Why? But why?
Stressing me out with your Paul card.
With this?
Did he
do that on purpose?
Yes. Gary makes the point that we couldn't vote you out because we need Yoko to have someone to burn. That's right.
It seems appropriate that you're covering my face.
Essential. All right, let's go.
Who else would pull these magnificent screenshots?
I am so happy for you, Yoko. I am so freaking happy for you. You have no idea. I'm very happy to have you here. All right. Clone Force 99. They discovered that the comm is live, but Hunter's no longer on Darrow. They have returned to Kamino. Title. I wish there was a faster way to go back to the title card. Anyway, that's where Hunter has been brought to. They brought him to Rampart, and then you see this elite trooper, kind of a little backstabber. Like, I question the clone's motives with his old squad. And Rampart, he tells this trooper, keep an eye on things. And it's kind of the same how he told Crosshair to keep an eye on the Kaminoans. It's like, okay, you watch his back, but then I'm gonna have this guy watch your back, and it's gonna be a double cross every which way. And he's just a sneaky dude. But you know what? I guess that really adds to his character, right? He's your villain. He's your antagonist here in the story. But just as sneaky.
Him and his chin. Yeah.
The what?
Him and his chin.
His chin, yes.
That's all I can see now.
Yeah, the final scene where he walks in. Yeah, we'll get there. And he was walking into the light, and all I could look was like, where's that flat spot? That's like the back of my head. As like other channels have funnier memes, like mine is the flat spot on the back of my head. That's not very funny at all. But equally sneaky to Rampart is Omega. She instructs the Bad Batch, like she gives them specific coordinates, and it activates a secret landing pad. I thought that was really cool. She's like, just get closer to the water. But that's, Nala Se had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and she was a part of it. So it's cool that she knew about the system. She said, we can take this tube system, underground subway, monorail, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool. You see it shooting through the water. And then there's this one moment here where they're talking about Nala Se, and Echo notices Omega's, like, her demeanor, I guess. She seems kind of upset. And, remember, she's still a kid, but for a very small second, she's very mature. She's like, I'm okay. It's all about the mission. We have to go rescue Hunter. And she just kind of shakes it off, and, let's keep playing the game.
Missed of me, I didn't know the fact that this moment when they landing pad and are out there in the elements, that a hat really would have been very useful for me.
Yeah.
I'll point that out as she's sitting there all soaked. A hat, like Echo doesn't care. He's got a helmet, no hair. but Omega
Yeah.
looks like shit. So
Yeah.
it's
You're-
that.
I really thought you had
You're right.
serious input.
Actually, as they're coming in terms of the music that they used,
Yeah.
same music in episode 2 when Obi Kamino. It's the same score. So there's a nice bit of parallelism that's happening there.
Nice.
We watched that section of episode 2, and the CGI in the movie is actually doesn't look nearly as good as the animation in the Bad Batch. Like, it's incredible.
No
If
way.
you look at the Bad Batch, it looks more realistic. I mean, granted, episode 2 was like a billion years ago, but it just looks it's so much better rendered for the Bad Batch. It just looks way more detailed, more realistic. So it's kind of cool. That was a really neat sort of thing that popped out.
Torensu, channel member, says monorail, but Main Street's still all cracked and broken. Sorry, Mom, the mob has spoken. That's for all the Simpsons fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I used to have that Simpsons CD. It was great.
I did too. That's fantastic. Songs in the Key of Springfield.
Yes, it was the donut.
Yep,
Love
that's a
it.
great one.
Love it. Completely off the rails now. Where are we?
Nice moment. Echo.
Yes, that was it.
Echo kind of stepped up, I think. I was waiting to see who's going to be, like the who's going to take Hunter's place here, and I think what we saw Echo step up a little bit.
I like that he looked around to kind of get confirmation from everyone, and Wrecker and Tech were both like, "Oh shit, she's serious." I like that they looked around, and then we cut to inside the facility. Hunter notices that no more regs, no more Kaminoans, and he pieces together the facility is going to be decommissioned. And Crosshair still doesn't see what's going on. He still thinks that the Empire will still have use for him, even though Hunter's telling him they're going to be phased out. You see it, don't you? Like there's conscription troops here. There's TKs all around you. What was the next? Oh, too fast. I think this is the part where he says they don't. What the hell am I writing? Shoot, this was like 2 a.m. when I wrote this. Tired.
There's nothing like last minute prep.
Sometimes it's just I don't know. After baseball yesterday, I was beat.
Did you guys win?
14-5.
Wow.
I pulled my groin doing warm-ups. I'm not even joking. I get to the field an hour early, and I stretch, and then I get into a lunge, and then I go, uh-oh. I feel like the slightest bit. And then by the third time rounding the bases in the game, I was like, I got to get out of here. You got to sub me out. Wow. I was sprinting around the bases, and it was just not a great idea. So, yeah. The team reaches the lab.
I can't even make fun of that. It's just sad.
Hey, I still competed.
Which inning did you pull yourself? The second?
No, I made it through 6 innings. 3 hits and a hit by pitch. And then I was like, all right, I'm done.
You're pretty intense when you play.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could talk about baseball. Let's do a baseball
will.
So in the lab, this fancy off-the-books lab that nobody knows about, it was Nalise's personal lab. They didn't even know about this monorail system. It wasn't on any documents. Tech says, it's not documented anywhere. Omega reveals here that this is where they were created. She was created where the Bad Batch were. She says that their mutations were enhanced here. Like, were they already cloned as regular and then brought here? Because she mentions that she was there when it happened. So, because she was the one who's aged normally, whereas the other ones were advanced and they had other mutations enhanced. So I thought that was cool. I think that's how she knew, like how she felt like she knew them so well in the beginning of the beginning of the.
Because she's
the
kind
series.
of older than them. Like it's like it must be pretty weird to think about it that way, right? Like
Yeah.
like she's kind of older than them. She's been on this earth longer.
Yeah, Torensu says, "How fast do the clones age?"
Well, they said before that the clones, most of the clones, just in order for the army to be viable, there was an accelerated growth program for them, so that it wouldn't take like 20 years to make that army. So they did, and they showed sort of glimpses of that, but they never really sort of got into detail, at least in the movies. Maybe an expanded universe of the novels or the comic books where they talk about it. I'm sure Tommy will find a source somewhere. Shut up, Tommy. And sort of give you the timeline on that. But I think it's safe to assume that, like, since the Bad Batch, like, what's the average age of the Bad Batch? You would figure like in their late 20s, and Omega presents herself as being like maybe 13. That you have that. You know, I don't know. It's a good question in terms of like, once you start tugging on the thread of the math of how many years it is, it starts to get a bit like, I don't know.
I Googled it once while I was watching Clone Wars because I was trying to figure out like the age, like between like Rex or in the clones and Ahsoka. So I found something that had some kind of ratio, but I can't remember what it was. So it's really not helpful, but. I saw something once. So it exists, is my point.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you want me to Google it?
It's okay.
I can multitask.
If you're playing a drinking game or a Paul bingo type of game, shut up, Tommy. Hopefully that's one of your squares or you drink.
Oh, we should totally make a bingo card for the finale.
That's the Bitter Brigade drinking game as created by Melissa Kay. And as enhanced by Mike Wan, and everybody's sort of chirping in on that. So if anybody checks out my Fun Boxing Sunday stream, you'll see there's certain catchphrases, certain things that I do or say that they're incorporating into a drinking game, which is designed specifically to obliterate your brain cells. So shut up, Tommy is indeed one of them. One of the catchphrases.
Perfect.
We have to be drinking White Claws?
You can drink whatever you want. It can be a non-alcoholic drink.
Drinking is drinking, as long as it as long as you're feeling the buzz. Gary, what's going on? Gary says, "I made it live. That's awesome." Basically, Gary has been using this stream, this literal show, as a reminder to go watch the Bad Batch, which he didn't watch the Friday before. Like, oh shoot, Kev's on. I gotta go watch it now. So episode 15, you figured out the pattern, dude. I'm happy to have you here. We can discuss this together. Are we adding she needs a hat to the drinking game?
That's so specific to this stream, though. I never say that on the phone box. But if we want to make our own, we should have one where it's like basically, if Yoko snarks Kevin, then you drink.
No, we don't need that.
Oh no, that's the whole point. Is you get you finish your drink. That should be it.
You guys are all screwed. You are all screwed.
If Yoko chirps Kevin so hard he turns his camera off, finish your drink. If Kevin calls himself, if Kevin beats himself up for missing something, have a drink.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the center square. If it was a bingo card, like the giving. Trevor says, the Empire employed hundreds of thousands of people and the Republic stole the childhoods of hundreds of thousands of cloned men. Then again, the Empire, well, not Empire. Yeah, I can see that. That's a cool way of looking at it from a certain point of view. I dig that. Did I put the screenshot back up? Yes, we have... the droid is back. I don't care about him. Didn't really add anything to the story. Yoko probably wanted it, so there's a screenshot here. We go back. But, they team up. They think of a plan. The 3 team members, they go to engage Crosshairs in the training grounds, and they tell Omega to signal Rex. Now Paul was offended.
Oh, no.
Well, what did I say?
No, nothing. I was like, what is this button? Oh,
What is this button?
It's like, oh, I just noticed it for the first time. It's like, oh, that's what he did.
Famous last words. What is this button? Oh man. Yeah, so watching this episode, I thought this was guaranteed to be like, oh, here comes the setup for a Rex appearance this episode. But maybe later on. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. They got to save that juice for the final episode.
Mm-hmm.
They got to save that for the final episode. Like this episode had all the emotional sort of like shocks, little twists and stuff like that. And then the final episode is going to be like the twist of the dagger. And then they're going to drop in the big sort of like, oh my God, those are the guest appearances. That's my guess.
Perfect. No, I think that way too. They don't really show that if she did contact Rex or not, but she might have off camera. We don't know because she never went back to the ship.
Wait, what? Omega didn't do what she was told to do in case something bad happened? This is why she needs a hat. Right? If she has a hat, she'll feel wanted and she'll actually go and do the thing she's supposed to do.
Part of the team,
Yeah, instead of turn on all the murder robots, like all of them. Like, at what point did she realize that, like, oh my God, there are no Imperials. They're just trying to kill my friends. Like, you think she could have programmed that? Like, don't shoot my friends?
That's kind of what I thought she was doing.
Yeah. But she was like, no, just turn them on and kill everybody.
Kill all the clones.
That's what it seemed like.
That was Order 67.
No.
Fuck.
My
fucking wife, they might pause that. Fucking fuckers.
You're good. You're
No.
good.
God, fuck.
This is all live, Paul. Paul, we can.
Who cares anymore? Nobody fucking cares. Why? Why should I fucking care? It doesn't matter. Is this thing on? I don't know.
Paul, yes.
Can people hear me? Who fucking knows? I'm in a hotel. So
Paul, we can hear you.
Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes. I heard you the whole time. You were not frozen. You were not muted. I heard you the funny part is now that you're done, now you're frozen. Now you're frozen on my screen. We got the rant. Okay, here we go. Oh, he's doing the pose from last week.
Now he's frozen.
Mario, what's going on?
Just sitting there. I mean, I did.
Oh.
Just sitting there.
Signs of life.
But see, now Yoko's chopping in and out. All I get is the little swirls, and then everybody glitches forward, and I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know.
We'll wait for you to catch up. We'll catch up with the chat. What everyone's saying. Marcus E says, drink. Gary, this is why I know you.
Why is this? I swear to God. Okay, you know what? Tommy had a good suggestion. I'm going to try to link this to my a hotspot and just like soak up all the data on my phone.
What if you just use your phone? Then you don't have to go hotspot to computer. Did you get that? Are you still there?
Fucking.
Yeah, there is no.
Did you hear that? Just use your phone, Paul.
This
is so stupid. Fucking technology. Yeah, that's great. Oh, look, use a hotspot. It's fucking smart move. Stupid Tommy. Hello? Is it working?
Yeah, you're good.
I think so.
Oh. So now I'm using my data.
There you go.
Let's see if this is better. And for those of you out there, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I mean, this is a glimpse behind the curtain of Paul when he gets frustrated. I actually do swear quite a bit.
When you're setting up Twitch.
No. All it is there are no other words, and it's all profanity. Every single word that comes out is profanity.
Oh my goodness. I think you're
missing some great comments in the chat right now. I'm just saying.
Tommy says, Paul, in your Hallmark Christmas movie, maybe you can ask Santa to get the hotel some better Wi-Fi. Oh my god.
Shut up, Tommy.
All right, here we go. Drink. All right. So I think, how did you guys feel? I made the prediction that Crosshair wanted the Bad Batch to come back to help rescue him to get him out. But we see it throughout this episode. He feels he's very bitter that you know, they're supposed to be a team. They're supposed to be loyal. That they left him behind. But does he forget that, you know, he was also shooting at them?
Yeah.
Trying to kill them?
What a baby. I don't feel bad for him at all.
Yes. Yes.
He was. Me. You guys forgot me. You were trying to kill your friends.
Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, I rewatched most of that first episode again, just to see, because he says, you know, I removed the chip a long time ago. It was just me. And so I was like, okay, let's now I have this piece of information. Let's rewatch it. And if he did get it removed before the events of Order 66, if it was, you know, this is him, then he's a fucking murderous asshole. Yeah. Because when they went, you know, they were being tested by Tarkin, and they went to wipe out these insurgents, and they were all civilians. Like, Crosshair had his sniper sights set on, and it was an older woman, civilian woman, and he had like the reticle on her head, and he says, "Just give the word." Like, he wanted to slaughter them all. Yeah. So it's like, so.
Well, and then he did. Oh, I guess he had the others do it.
Then he had the others do it, but I mean, you look at him and you go, he's an immoral. Yeah. Robot-like, he just wants to follow orders. I mean, that's his thing. That's his big thing. But and that's what separates him, because, you know, Hunter from the get-go is like, these orders are immoral. There's a sense of ethics that is missing from Mike.
First ever.
The first ever Hallmark R-rated movie. Can you imagine that? Merry fucking Christmas, motherfuckers! Let's fucking go!
Would watch. 100%.
Yeah, okay, that I would watch. That I would watch.
It's like the Colonel Sanders movie. But that's the thing. It's just like, then he's like, Crosshair is like you said, Yoko. He's like a big crybaby, because he's like, you abandoned me for this child.
No,
it's like, yeah, but you're immoral and a murderous bastard. So.
Yeah. Well, I have two other thoughts besides the fact that he's a baby. Was I don't totally believe that he had it out that whole time, right? Mm-hmm. Because they even said they said to turn it up or something.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he did something and made him think that he didn't have it at some point, maybe. But also, I believe in one of our episodes, I said I think he's just an asshole. Do you remember me saying that?
You said that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
You said it like first episode we did.
I was like, I don't think the inhibitor chip is affecting him that much. I think he's just an asshole. I stand by that. No sympathy. If he dies, no tears from me.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry,
they try to play it up as well too, to try and make you feel bad for him. You know, the music, everything. Yeah. But he is just a jerk, and on top of that, he set up this Bond villain style trap at the end. You know, this grand scheme. Here's, you know, I'm gonna give you a chance like you didn't give me. This is like I don't know, some 006 revenge scheme, and he actually gives them a chance to go. But I don't know, are they trying to make us feel sorry for him? It's very strange. Do they think?
There was something really cool about when they all sort of jumped into action and were fighting together as a unit again. Yes. Like that was, I have to admit, was that really kind of like, oh, it was emotional for me.
Nostalgic for seasons of it.
Yeah.
Too.
It was just like they're putting their differences aside and they're fighting together to save for each other. Yeah. And that was the big thing. It was like they were back together. It was a family again, and they're fighting for each other. And then of course, you know, once the immediate threat is over, they're pointing weapons at each other again, which is kind of heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were also, hey, Noah. Sorry, my eldest is watching.
What's up, Noah? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Well, you watch with him too, right?
Yes. This is our family sort of tradition. We watch The Bad Batch together. Any awesome Star Wars stuff, so it's pretty cool. We watched Loki together, it's a fun tradition.
Well, happy to have you here, Noah. Does he also feel like Omega needs a hat.
You gotta ask him.
Yeah, let me know. Crosshair does point out one thing. He's like, while he's trying to convince the Bad Batch to join the Empire with him, he's saying, you know, you don't have to be fugitives. You don't have to be on the run all the time. You're looking out for this kid. Being a fugitive, being in danger nonstop, it's no good for a child. I mean, even he says that.
Even he says that. Even he says that.
And he's willing to let her go. That's the thing. He says,
Yeah, he said,
put her on a ship and get her off this planet.
Yeah.
You know, send her away. But not like, you know, put her in jail or let's dissect her.
Yeah, that surprised me, actually. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty.
He's just morally all over the place. You know, it's just a very skewed way of thinking. It's kind of crazy, but he's just like, you know, the way he said it, you weren't loyal to me. Like, it's all about him. Not that you tried to blow them out of a freaking jet engine and incinerate the whole team at that point. Like, you could have done something there. But the cool part is Crosshair, Tech notices the little, and I forgot about these, the little mirrors that Crosshair uses, and he places them around. He gives a command to stand down to one of the elite troopers, and the elite trooper I mean, I hate them already. They're just terrible. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, oh, okay. Shoots the little grid, and how did he know where everyone was going to stand if he wasn't going to hit the right or wrong person?
He's Crosshair.
He's Crosshair. Still awesome to see. Just takes out the whole team, and they have this moment. And
okay, I got to take care of something. I'll be back.
Okay. Room service.
They heard
Another
him
steak,
complaining.
sir?
He got a noise complaint.
Sir, there's a string of the other residents are reporting a string of profanity coming from your room. Is everything okay in here, sir? Wi-Fi sucks.
Or everybody else's Wi-Fi just stopped working because
Oh my god. Oh, I think he ordered another steak. I really do.
Oh man, seriously.
I'm so hungry. I want to go to a steak house and sit down and get something decent.
Like, I think I'm really not much of a cook, and so but during like lockdown and stuff, I finally started kind of cooking for myself. I can't say I get any joy out of it. Like, I kind of like do the minimum possible because I don't want to
joy.
If I have extra time to spend on like cooking, I'm gonna spend my time on something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get the people who enjoy it. That's just not me. But anyway, cooking a steak is something. I'm not gonna say I perfected it, but like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, if I go out to eat, I'm not gonna order a steak because I'm like, no, I can cook that for myself. You know?
I feel that way about cooking fish. That's all. That's all I got.
What I miss?
We were talking about steaks.
We were guessing what you ordered from room service, or if there was a noise complaint.
I don't think I'm going to eat for another 3 days, to be honest. That was a really good meal, but much better than the meal I had last night.
How many ounces was the steak?
20 ounce.
Jeez.
Bone in, with the bone now.
Okay.
So, and that's before they cooked it. So you always lose a little bit of weight on that, but it was a good steak. It was a big size. And
thinking about where I can go tomorrow to get steak. Maybe the grocery store. All right. We're almost at the end. We can, if we just stay on topic.
Okay.
No. Well, kind of.
I have things to say though at the end. So
Paul Noah thinks you're gonna get kicked out for all the swearing.
What?
Yeah.
He says he's gonna get kicked out.
Oh, the hotel. I thought you meant the stream. Nah, not okay.
Not the stream.
I'm not,
the hotel.
No, this is hilarious.
The hotel.
The hotel. He's got a hotel party planned after this. So.
Yeah. No, you know what's really surprising, because I've stayed at other hotels before, and during the pandemic, especially, they say we're not coming into your room. Like, just so you know, we're not going to change your sheets. We're not going to clean your, like, unless you request it specifically, but then you have to be out of the room, blah, blah, blah. And we ask that you give us plenty of notice. And so I'm used to that. And I left to go to work today, and I came back and they had come in and cleaned everything.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, because I thought something was weird because the lights were on that I'd sworn I'd turned off, but it was like, oh oh no. And then, they made the bed, they threw out all the garbage and stuff. And I was thinking, like, did I leave the drugs out? No, it's good.
Oh no. His unmentionables.
No, I actually had my dirty underwear in a plastic bag. See, I was good. I was just like getting everything prepped. So it's like, yeah, dirty gitch in a bag to get packed away and stuff. But it was just like
everywhere.
Yes, all the cocaine. So much cocaine.
As if this stream wasn't going to be unlisted before, you've sealed that deal right now. Thank you.
It was a joke, YouTube.
It was a joke.
Does it count
Twitch is so much cooler. Twitch will let you talk about cocaine.
Oh, FYI, your son is still on here.
There you go. Who? What's that? Well, he's 17. He does his own cocaine. That's what 17-year-olds do. Put a little Scarface, little like
their own cocaine.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's got his own pipeline.
Let me know
Refunnels
if
drugs.
Season 2 should happen. Let me know in the chat. So, where the hell was I?
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
The fact that you're so distracted by this, Kevin, actually worries me a little bit.
I'm like, where's my coke?
Where's my cocaine?
Where did I leave my? So Omega activated a bunch of killer robots. I thought they would be.
Filled with cocaine.
Dark troopers, but I guess it's.
He's like, I don't have a slide for this.
I don't have.
You didn't take a picture of those. You took a picture of a droid that you thought was useless because you thought Yoko would like it.
Yeah.
And then you didn't take a picture of a droid that you're actually going to be talking about.
No, I'm kind of glossing over it. These droids, they were activated, but then that brings them together and they all take him out. But as it's happening, this elite trooper is like, "Hey, Rampart, the commander's lost control of the situation." So Rampart's like, "Okay."
That's like Kevin has lost control of the situation.
You two are the defective clones. And oh shoot, Mike has a screaming baby because Paul woke the baby up.
Sorry, Mike. You shouldn't let Gwendolyn watch the live stream then. Not enough cocaine. That's her problem.
Just put a little bit on the baby. No,
just a little bit.
Baby bottle. No,
not a lot. Just a little.
So Rampart says he calls Tarkin. He's like, all right, this facility's, I've saved everything that we need from this facility. We've got the personnel. We've got the information. The cloning technology is basically, the Empire's got it. We're good. So Tarkin gives his famous quote. Do you have a Tarkin voice, Paul?
You may fire when ready.
I like that. I like the really soft fire.
Yes.
Yes, that's very important. And so they proceed to bombard the facility. And shoot, where were those? This one. I think it was these shots where they showed one after another.
All the empty rooms and stuff.
The empty lab, the empty
mess hall,
mess hall, the clone whatever little model
incubators.
Yeah,
we've been watching this since
a billion years ago.
Yeah, and this is you've had the movie, you've had the Clone Wars show, all of this stuff that I didn't realize this was just because you don't think of most settings in a TV show that would just very definitively come to a close like this. So then they showed these three shots one after another. I'm like, oh shoot, this is it. That's it. And then they proceed to they have three Venator class destroyers in orbit, I guess, to bombard the facility. Crosshair gets knocked out. He gets stunned by Hunter, and then
stunned, not murdered.
Stunned, because it's very important to stun only.
Yeah.
And they take this specific angle to show Hunter looking at that patch on the side of Crosshair's head, which people have been looking at throughout this season. Be like, is that where he got his chip removed?
But the chip's on the other side on the rest of them,
That's
right?
what it seems like. But then, he
Yeah.
mentions that he already had it removed, and then there's
He's
this
lying.
part.
Well, he's not lying. I think he
Is
thinks
it? I
that.
think that's the right side.
I swear the rest of them was on their left side where the bandage
Record
was.
was always going like this, which was his left hand, and this looks like
Yeah, but the bandage was on the right side.
Was it?
Yeah, the chip. I think it is. The chip is on that right. That's the side, because the bandage they always showed was on that on the right side.
I swear it was the other side. Like
I don't know.
I think it's a red herring because it's like he's looking at it and it's this big sort of crispy burn part on his head.
Right side, but in front of the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Flyzone21 says, I think Crosshair is lying totally. We will see. I mean, Hunter being Hunter
just
still.
a dick.
And there was this part where he tells Wrecker to pick up Crosshair, and Omega looks at him, kind of giving him a little nod of approval, you're doing the right thing, saving him, even though he's been trying to kill us. And he doesn't seem to recognize it, but Omega's always been that conscience. But this time she didn't have to say anything, so she just gives Hunter the little nod of acknowledgement, and cliffhanger for the season finale.
It was interesting too. The when Rampart gave the order to open fire on the facility because there are clones manning the bridge, the ship.
Right.
Like the guy looks and says, everybody's been evacuated, and says open fire. It's a clone. So there's something about that too. That's a bit like ugh. The first episode too, even though the Bad Batch had been away for a while, they considered Kamino home. They're going back to home. How long has it been since we've been here? And that's for them. And there's something really quite tragic about that. The fact that you're right. They showed that montage of all the different places that were completely deserted, whereas we've always seen them bustling with hundreds, if not thousands, of clone troopers. And now that's a definite sort of closing of that chapter. And you knew it was going to happen too, right? Because you see that, there are no more clones around. Basically, in the original trilogy, the sequel trilogy, they speak of clones in the past tense and stuff. So, not enough cocaine, Kevin. Not enough cocaine.
No, please continue.
Can I tell you what my issue is? I mean, it's not specifically about the episode. The episode
It's about Kevin.
It's not about Kevin either. My issue is with I wish they hadn't announced season 2 yet. I think, can you imagine if you didn't know the show had been renewed with that cliffhanger going into the finale? There would be no guarantee, right? You don't know I don't know. I just feel like it would be so much more impactful if you didn't know there was going to be a season 2. And I wish I could have that anxiety.
But there's still one more episode.
Yeah, but you're not going to have the Bad Batch season 2 without at least most of the Bad Batch, right? But in that, I don't know. I just think it would have been a lot more impactful if you didn't know there was going to be a season 2, because I feel like the stakes would be higher on what could happen in this final episode. So I wish they saved that announcement till the finale. I don't know. I just think knowing there's season 2 takes away from the anxiety a little bit, and also stakes.
That's fair. I don't think that would have been a big deal. I felt like it would have been.
You didn't have that thought in your head at all? At that moment, I was like, man, that was my first reaction, was that was so powerful, but it would have been even more powerful to me watching it, not knowing that they'd be coming back next season.
Well, my first reaction about finding out about season 2 was I got to do more of this. Do I bring Yoko back? But no, I would have been happy. I'm just happy to get more seasons. I thought you were going to leave.
I would never leave. I like it here.
Pull a Rogue One and have an entire new cast change for season 2. Oh, I hope not. But season 2 has been confirmed. Hopefully we get a Rex sight. We will likely get a Rex sighting in the finale. Maybe somebody else as well.
I want to see all of them.
Is that a new shirt?
It's not new. I've only worn it a couple times.
New to the stream.
This was basically the season 7 Clone Wars shirt.
Awesome.
The Rex. Cool. I want to see Ahsoka.
Paul, do you have time to do any toy hunting in your area, or you have everything pre-ordered?
No, I could. It's just a question of how to bring it back. But I took the train, and they don't. I have to say, taking the train from Toronto to Ottawa was so civilized. Just not having to basically go through the ringer in terms of security, go through the checks, have somebody X-ray your bags or this or that. Yeah. Literally just walked onto the train, and nobody cared how much stuff I had. I brought my camera with me, so it was one extra bag that I usually don't travel with, and I was a bit paranoid that someone was going to go, "You can't bring that on the train," and I was all ready to pay for it or whatever. But it was really nice. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I could find some place and bring something back with me. I do have a couple of days off here. Nice. I'm open to suggestions if anybody has something that's downtown that I don't have to drive 50 million miles to get to, which is cool. But I have I haven't ordered anything actually, just because I was getting prepped to come to Ottawa and do some work. So what's new?
You're starting to rub off on Yoko.
No.
She's having trouble remembering some of her pre-orders.
No. No. Well.
Yes.
There was the retro Grogu I got confused about because I couldn't find any record that I could have sworn I pre-ordered it. It was kind of the opposite of you, where I could have sworn I pre-ordered it and it was looking like I hadn't.
Mm-hmm.
But also the same.
But I figured out that I actually did, and I just didn't save my receipt like I usually save them. It's just waiting for me in my pile of loot. So that was my own fault.
And that's what happens to me. I look for it. I can't find the pre-order. So I go, okay, I better order it. I do. And then I find the other pre-orders.
Yeah.
Because they're lumped in with other things. I'm like, fuck, it was part of this order? Damn it. So,
a friend of mine helped me pick up the Wrecker because he found
I got my Wrecker.
Wrecker. He's so awesome. I didn't realize how posable.
Are you holding tweezers?
Oh, this is my pointer for tonight.
Why don't you just use your finger, dude?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I thought it would sound weird. But then you said it.
I like.
I think I have 4 of them on pre-order by accident.
Oh yeah. At which point I should remind people next week will be the finale of this show segment, and I will have some giveaways that I have on deck. Also some donated to the show by some awesome people, and I will make sure you tune in next week. Hit the notification bell, make sure you're here. I will reveal what the items are throughout the week and next week. So get people excited and here. And Yoko, you got something on the way, or I think it's there. Paul, I will be
right here
dropping yours off at some point.
I have a package I'm not allowed to open for a whole week. It's not fair.
You'll be fine. But I hope to just kind of like a little wrap up. We've been here for 16 episodes next week, so just have a little surprise for giveaway for some people next week. And they are not scones. I don't know what the deal is with scones.
I did send them out though. When you get it, I recommend warming them up 15 to 20 seconds before you eat it. He won scones in my stream last night.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So did Patty, actually. RMD and Patty both won scones.
Well,
you don't watch my streams enough, Kev, or you know what I would be. You would know what I'm talking about. So thank you for your support.
Everybody, take a drink.
Was you talking about me? I'm there all the time.
We talk about scones quite a bit in my streams.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm just saying I don't see the appeal to scones.
Because you haven't had these scones.
I just don't like scones in general.
No, you haven't had these scones.
So, Paul, what are some of your predictions for the season finale?
Well, I predict you're going to put your foot in your mouth yet again, and Yoko will stomp all over you.
Not this show, the actual reference.
Oh, the actual show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, that camera's so
no, I
nice.
mean, I pretty much said it. I think that it's gonna be the spark of the. I think the question of where are all the other clones from Kamino? Where have they gone? Like,
Yes.
what's been going on? You've got all these little loose threads, like with Captain Hauser, with Rex. Rex seems very, very busy. Like they didn't have anything with him today, but like the episode before, he was engaged in something that seemed very, very high stakes. I'm still holding out for the clone uprising. I think that's going to be the beginning of that. Somebody mentioned it in the comment section, perhaps, and this is something that might be cool. We might see the appearance of a Darth Vader, because if things spiral enough out of control, they got to bring in the dude,
The muscle.
who is so. And the 501st, that is Vader's Legion, right? And like, where does that, to see the genesis of that, because there's a transition from the clones to the TKs, right? And so is that something that's going to be in play, either the beginning of that and carry on into the second season or not? It's interesting because you can't have, I think, a series about clones being phased out with stormtroopers without having one of the biggest leaders of a legion of elite stormtroopers. So I think that's kind of interesting too. But I'm holding up. I think somebody's gonna bite the bullet, though. That's my prediction. Someone's going to die. My money's on Crosshair. My money's on Crosshairs because he's just too immoral. He's too immoral. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yoko, yourself, predictions?
I can't believe that no one's with me on this one. That that I wish I didn't know there was already going to be a season 2. You know,
but I knew there was going to be a season 2 when they announced the season 1.
But you didn't know, no.
Come on. I knew. I think it didn't surprise me at all. I think just the way the story arcs are going, they wouldn't just pull a Kim's Convenience and just stop it.
But it would have been more fun to speculate, like, oh, but what if they end this and spin it off to something else, or like, I don't know. There could have been other scenarios than a season 2, but now we know there's a season 2, and so. But
they did that with The Mandalorian, right? Like they had it where it was just like they were literally shooting the second season before the first season even stopped, even was aired, so people knew that it was going to be going on, right? And so, season 1 ended with a huge cliffhanger, and I don't think it really detracted from the stakes. So I don't know. I think it's good. And with streaming nowadays too, because it's not as a point. A lot of people, for example, even some people who jump on this show, I haven't watched the series, but I'm watching it for you guys. Like, people want to wait so they can binge it all. So I think nowadays it's not as it's not as big of a deal to announce it a little bit earlier. And in fact, I think what it does is it gets people more worked up for the next season. So I know Dave's saying that they person. I hear what you're saying. No, I totally hear what you're saying.
Yeah. I do. I really want to know what Rex was up to, because something was happening. He was distracted. And
Maybe
then
that will be the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah.
They show it, and then whatever happens on his mission, then he gets the call.
And I also wonder if we'll see Hauser again. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was his name. The handsome clone.
They have the same. Oh, because of his haircut?
What?
You said the handsome clone?
Yeah. You haven't seen the internet calling him the handsome clone?
No.
Yeah.
Gary says, I think some people may invest more time in a show if they know that there are more episodes to come than one season. And I think that's fair. Sometimes you see
But that
shows...
can come after the finale.
Yes, that is also true. But in this age where like something can be pulled off of Netflix after one season, you're like, do I want to watch this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to watch this when, what if it doesn't live up to the numbers or whatever that they're looking for, and then it gets canceled after one season? There are a good amount of shows where people put that time in. It's just like, oh, no, we're not getting more of it. So there is kind of hesitation, I think, out there for something like this. But we are getting Star Wars Visions September 22nd, which is the mishmash of all the different Japanese anime style Star Wars stories.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the This is a Mandalorian behind the scenes thing.
Yeah, that's August 25th, right? I think.
Oh, that's for the final episode. Like they're doing a behind the scenes gallery thing for
Yeah.
Yeah, the
the
Luke.
final episode of season 2.
Something's on August 25th because that date is in my head.
It's my wedding anniversary is on that date.
Yes, that's
That
how
was
I
20
remember.
years. 20
mentioned that.
years.
Congratulations,
In my mind grapes forever.
August 25th.
Yeah.
And what else? We have Marvel What If
What
coming
If?
out on Wednesdays,
Tuesday nights.
Tuesday very late at night, Wednesday morning. What's going on? I think that's it. Normally like we finish the Bad Batch chat and then I kind of wrap it up, but we still chat a little bit afterwards. But I guess Yoko's holding the card as a sign to say we should just call it quits.
Well, no, we were doing our hauls,
Oh.
and I feel like you only had like one thing to show, and you got bored, and I still had stuff to show off.
You have more Star Wars stuff?
Well, yeah, I didn't get to. I
Well,
didn't
you
get to
shouldn't
show off
have
my
led
toy
with the
box.
conversation closer.
My toy box. Well, I don't know. You just kind of kept going, so I was like, all right, we don't care about my new toys, I guess, but I care about them.
Toy box, Ahsoka and Rex.
They're
Very nice.
they're cool figures, and also one more time.
All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. No, is there actually more?
No, just the. I think this is the other one that I bought. You were making fun of me because I bought 2 of them, but I knew that I bought 2 of them. I just wasn't sure why I bought 2 of them. But I think it's because of Walmart. That's why I bought 2 in case one. So I bought 2, and they both arrived today, and one's in a box and one's in a bag. Like, how does that happen?
That's funny.
How does that? How do they get shipped differently? But you know, anyway.
Judgment from.
I think that's why I bought 2.
backers. I ordered a bunch the Black Series wave with Tech and Costco. For whatever reason, on Walmart.ca, the price was $14 that one day.
Yes.
So I ordered that wave, but now they're showing up in stores first. Regular price. Somebody picked it up. They're like, Kevin, do you want it? You can get it for this Thursday. And I'm like, oh, what should I do? But Yoko has convinced me to wait and
Patience.
you be patient. Be patient. Be patient. So I'm waiting, even though
I don't have Tech either. I didn't pre-order him. I'm just
I
waiting.
think Tech is my favorite and my favorite costume. Just the way he has like a little bit of more white on his outfit. Kind of looks different from everyone else. But I'm hoping to get that soon, and that John Walker cap, and that whole Black Series wave. But yeah, I don't have much else right now. But
I don't think I have anything else pre-ordered except for. Oh, that's not true. The Ahsoka and Darth Maul vintage ones is what I was thinking. But I do have what's her name?
What about Yoko's Ahsoka and Maul
Oh,
Legos?
I think I showed the box last week that I got. That's a really cool set. That Duel on Mandalore set. It's just a small, like 200 and something piece set. I guess I can show it.
Will you be streaming the build?
I did last week when you were not paying attention, I guess.
Oh wait, I was in that one.
So that's cool. That's a cool little set. And it comes with his little his chamber thing, you know, when they lock him up. It comes with
Hot
that piece.
Toys Rex should ship next month. Is that the one with the he comes with the Ahsoka clone helmet?
No, that's another one. That's the deluxe version of the 501st Trooper. It's got the one with Ahsoka's paint style, and the other one with just the blue. Comes with the jetpack as well. But that's the 501st one. The Captain Rex one is just it's straight up just the Captain Rex, his regular colors and stuff.
Sweet. Well, you know, we like to talk about the show. We like to talk about the toys as well and other merch that comes with it. People in the chat,
And we
what
like to
have
talk
you got
about
going on?
steak.
What have you got on order that you're excited about? The Shang-Chi movie is coming out at the beginning of the next month. Did anyone buy or pre-order Yeah, I've got the Marvel Legends. There isn't much else out there, is there? There's Lego. There's not like Hot Toys or anything.
Yeah.
But that would be tempting stuff to get. Like a Tony Leung Hot Toys? That would be cool. Shang-Chi Hot Toy. Yeah. Anything else? Paul, you have any streams, or are you still anything set up yet?
Yeah. No, I'm what is it? I'm just gearing up for Fun Boxing Sundays. The membership drive. We're gonna launch it on my birthday, August 16th. That's a hard date. Really excited. I just want to get content so when people do join, they have something there, so that they're not like waiting. It's like, okay, I'm paying this subscription thing for your channel, and you've left me hanging in the breeze. So I've got a couple of really fun things that I want to get ready so that new members, they'll actually get rewarded for joining up as a perk. And I need to fix my membership video, like the initial one, like the welcome and stuff like that, because I also want to assure people that if they don't join up as a member, that they're not really they're not going to miss out on a ton of stuff too. They're still going to get access to a lot of content, like Fun Boxing Sundays. It's just, if you join as a member, you get extra perks, and that's the whole thing. So that's the only announcement is August 16th, my birthday, turning 49. We're gonna launch. Is it next Monday? Oh shit, I don't have much time.
It is.
Yeah, I have to. No, on my birthday, yes, we're gonna launch the membership drive, and yeah, it'll be fun.
So wait, the 5th. So then, would you do it on Fun Boxing Sundays, or we can talk about it next Monday as well? Awesome, that would be exciting.
Oh, I forgot. Yes. Well, I can still launch it. It's not like, well, I can't do anything because I'm on Bad Batch case of the Monday. So I guess I'll just sit with a gigantic pile of cocaine and shitty Wi-Fi. And, I'm not going to do that. I got the whole day. I'm a grown-ass adult. I can do that if I want. It's my birthday, Kevin.
I take my drugs when I want.
That's right. And maybe I'll even do a little bit of heroin. No. I know, it got real now, right? You said heroin. Cocaine was okay, but heroin?
Yeah,
something's wrong.
That'll mess you up, man. Ridiculous. You're like, I'm a grown-up. I'll do it first before my dinner.
I should join these streams from a hotel room more often, right? I think Vancouver was the first time I lost my mind, and then now here I am in Ottawa.
Yeah,
I'm actually really impressed at the video and image quality that I'm getting from you right now. Which, if you are on mobile, Wi-Fi is
it sucks.
Incredibly
garbage. It is, like, honestly, the hotel Wi-Fi, it should be ashamed of itself. The fact that I'm eating up data on my own phone and I'm getting a clear signal from my cell phone.
Yeah. Shame
on you. Hotel Wi-Fi. Like, that is. Yeah. But I mean, if you got, like, I don't know how many people, it's pretty crowded in the hotel. A lot of people back in hotels now, and they're all sucking up all the bandwidth, watching their little Netflix shows or Amazon or whatever illegal pornography that they might be looking at. It's just like, I've got a live stream I got to do, man. Fucking back off on the foot fetish stuff. Just let me get this out. And then
we got a new name. Breaking Bad Batch.
Breaking Bad Batch. I like that. That's pretty smart. Hey, Yoko, let's do a show. Maybe we'll invite Kevin.
Have a good night.
But neither of us have the time or the skills to pull screenshots.
There you go.
To pull screenshots specifically.
You're all YouTubers. Yes, everyone is a YouTuber for sure. The thumbnail for next week is just going to be you, Paul, Yoko, and then my seat's just going to be empty because I've already looked. Do we need to set one up for next week? I think we're good. I don't think we have anything pre-planned, and
let's do our shirts.
We're eating up Paul.
Oh yeah, Yoko, you should be Yoko. And Kevin looking like really like upset like he is right now.
Like this?
Yeah.
I am so happy
and
for
me
you.
Laughing.
I am so happy for you, Yoko.
Okay, are we doing it? Okay.
Yes.
Are we good? Like, do we need to plug anything? Or am I ending it? I can go back and grab that.
Yeah.
I
guess I'll stream. I'm streaming tomorrow night. Well, twice, I guess. My regular time around 7:38 Pacific time, and then after What If, late night reaction stream. Can't wait to see Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper in action, and Bucky, mostly Bucky. Let's be honest. So that's what I have coming up.
Very excited for that show. I'm also going on Uber Eats right now, seeing where I can order a steak at this hour. Oh my goodness. Paul, you are having a birthday on Monday, and you'll be back here.
Yes.
No fun boxing Sundays this week. And
No, there will be one.
Oh,
There will be. I can't not do 2 in a row. I almost did one yesterday, but I'm glad he didn't try because the hotel Wi-Fi would have like set me off. Yeah, I have nothing to unbox. Like I was thinking about doing like an AMA, so it's like and like I'll unbox my soul. So let's talk. Ask me some questions about myself. But it's funny. I ran into Nicole Power, who is in the same hotel as me.
Oh, no way.
Probably hogging up all the bandwidth. Nicole is shooting another Christmas movie for
No
CBS.
No.
That's so funny.
Ottawa is the Christmas movie capital
Why
of the
is that?
world. I don't know, man. I had no idea that it was, but it's actually true. There's so many Christmas movies being shot right now in Ottawa.
I gotta visit.
Yeah.
So you didn't know that she was there, same time, same hotel?
No, I was checking in and I turn around and there's somebody with a mask and like I'm looking like Nicole. She's like, "Oh my God, it's you!" So yeah, like what are the chances, right? Like I haven't seen her since the end of season 5 of Kim's, and then I bump into her in Ottawa, and we're both shooting Christmas movies. So
that's a nice coincidence. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's a very nice moment.
It was great.
All right, let me see what the final chat messages are. Visible confusion. That's probably about me. Momo, of course, says, "Oh no, I missed the whole thing." I think you can rewatch this on Twitch later, or it'll be up on YouTube as well if you fancy. YouTube.com/toyingaround. I'll be doing unboxing Thursdays at 9 this Thursday, and I think I'm gonna do a Friday stream about Marvel's What If. Just see if I can get my marvelous friends on. And to do that, Tommy K says Ottawa, the 35+ degree weather is perfect Christmas setting. It is.
I forgot. I'm gonna be on Nerdy Curious on Thursday.
Oh, cool!
Shout out to Nerdy Curious.
Are you saying that, or are you telling me to do the shout out?
I'm telling myself to do it. I was saying it and telling myself to do it.
All right, robot.
Sorry. Now I'm done plugging.
Well, you are at Livin La Vida Yoko on Instagram.
No, on Twitch. Yoko McCann on Instagram.
I can't keep track.
Jesus, Kevin, it's only been
all in the description. I let the description take care of it.
Holy crap!
It's all there. We have. I'm gonna mess up Paul's on purpose. It's bitter Asian. No, it's Angry Appa on Instagram.
Yes.
Bitter Asian Dude on the Twitter. Myself, I am at Toying Around on Instagram. I'm toying around on Twitch, and Yoko is not coming back for season 2. Just kidding. No. Now I'm serious. What was the face? Oh, because you want to get my reaction for the screenshot, right? I'm so happy for you. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching, and keep toying around.